Who else?
A lot. I'm waiting for the people responding.
Mr. Angwemi.
For the people responding.
That is the county government of Nyamira. Alongside Mr. Nyambani. Anybody else? Ms. Osebe? For them? Second respondent. That's the Attorney General. Anybody else? Anybody else in the matter? What about National Land Commission? Who's appearing for the National Land Commission? The Honorable Attorney General, Ms. Osebe.
Yes.
And the IBC, Mr. Anyoka. County Government of Kisii, the host of Advocate Council, led by Mr. Oginga. Then County Government of Nyamira, we have Mr. Nyambani and Mr. Angwemi, yes. Ministry of Lands and Physical, you are appearing for them, Ms. Seve. And Francis Itamburi Oyaro and Charles Osoro Kikoi. Mr. Bonuke, you are here.
Yes.
Now, why are we in court? I thought we finished this matter. I thought we finalized the matter.
Yes, good morning, Your Lordship.
Good morning, Mr. Maite.
Yes. The petitioner in this matter
Yes.
did make an application to this court.
I've seen the application,
Yes.
and the application is for leave to institute contempt proceedings. Correct?
We did not ask for it,
Yes.
but we have just put in application for contempt proceedings against His Excellency the Governor, Police Imperative of Kisii County, and the Acting County Secretary, Mr. Robert Umbasa.
Where is the substantive county secretary? The county secretary who used to be here is the one now in Kisii.
I think he's no longer the county secretary of Kisii County. I think that is why they appointed an acting secretary.
So, where is the acting county secretary? Here. Mr. Bonuke, maybe you can give room for the two. Yes, sir.
I don't know if I could address you. Yes, I just wanted to confirm your WhatsApp yesterday at 5:23 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
That was
By email. Yes. So that we really tried our best to put in a holding response, which we are still in the process of formally filing, right? And even serving all the other parties, so that in the circumstances, my prayer for today, since we are coming for the elections, I will be praying that we be given 14 days.
So your application is dated? Mr. Maite?
Yes, the application is dated 3rd March 2024, Your Lordship.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, you can just have a seat. First of all, I want to thank all of you, all the parties in this case, including the Excellency, because this matter, this petition, when this constitutional petition was brought to court, you all agree with me, there were ugly scenes at Keroka. And Mr. Bosota is on record as having told the court when all of you are putting in, when you are highlighting the written submissions, that ever since the matter was brought to court, there has been peace at Keroka. Am I right, Mr. Bosota? that those people who are fighting there downed their stones and every other tool to give peace a chance. I'm also glad that Your Excellency, Honorable Arati, the governor for Kisii, you found time to come to court in response to the court orders, meaning that you are ready to abide by the orders of the court and that you respect the court as a citizen of Kenya. That's what is expected of all of us, particularly for those of us who are state officers. That's commendable of you. With the judgment, when I was delivering the judgment, your advocates told me that you are not available. Your counterpart here attended court that day. An apology was given on their behalf. And as a sign of good gesture and the fact that the two counties are ready to work together and ensure that there is service delivery to the Abagusi community that occupies the two counties. After this, can you make a courtesy call to His Excellency, the Governor of Nyamira? I hope he's available, Mr. Nyamira. If he's not in office, get him from wherever he is. Let the two of them have a cup of tea. Hostility in this region will not help anything. At all. If I had powers, unfortunately, and thank God that I don't have, I would merge the two counties so that we do not have a boundary dispute at all. But would you be happy if I merge the two counties, Your Excellency? Fortunately for you, I do not have the powers. Secondly, I also need to tell you, no amount of votes is equal to the life of one Kisii or any other community at Keroka. If anything were to happen and the two counties are on fire, Your Excellency and myself and the likes of Mr. Morara and Mr. Maeche, Ms. Gundi, Mr. Obinga, we can all afford a chopper out of this place, correct? But the businessmen at Keroka will either die fighting there or die running away. These are the people we are supposed to serve. And when I was stationed here by Her Ladyship, the Chief Justice of Kenya, I had taken oath to make sure that the Constitution of Kenya is preserved, protected, and implemented. Say you took a similar oath. Your advocates also took a similar oath. And now we've got to allow the people of Keroka to do business uninterrupted. And in the judgment, I allowed you, gentlemen, the two of you, with your able counsel and officers, to look at the service agreement, service delivery agreement that had been done. Was it Mr. Panuke in which year? 2013 or 2015? 2014. To see whether it's still workable, so that you can provide the services to the two sides of Keroka jointly, because that's allowed in law. The other thing that is not allowed, fortunately or unfortunately, is joint collection of revenue. The people from Kisii side of Keroka cannot collect revenue on the Nyamira side, and vice versa. So each one has got to limit himself to his lane. Your Excellency, I have no problem with you providing umbrellas with your portrait and your party logo. I wish you could also extend that to other counties like Muranga, Tanariva, and the rest. But you have a right to do so. But if they would cause some breach of peace, if they could cause some breach of peace, we can temporarily shelve the idea. They are good because those people did not have umbrellas. Those traders did not have those big umbrellas to put their wares under. And they did a good deal. And I want the traders there not to see the umbrellas as a sign of incitement. Just use the umbrellas. Don't even look at the portrait that is there. He's a handsome man, but forget about it. Am I right, Miss Bundi and Miss Moechi? This man is, and he's smart. So if it were to cause any breach of peace, we could suspect that for the time, or just provide umbrellas that do not have logos and portraits. That's one thing we need to do. Then when it comes to the collection of revenue, let's allow the officers from each side stick to their lanes. Because there is also accountability. If we allow anybody to collect revenue from anywhere, the problem the two governors are going to face is that money may not even reach you. And I want to believe that before this matter came before me, the people who were collecting revenue were not genuine, and they were not remitting this revenue to you people. So that's the confusion we can have. And then, because people will say, okay, we collected from only this side, so this is what we are remitting, a portion of it. The other problem is this. Some people will say, we paid to the other county, so we are not paying again. And those people have not paid. They have not paid, but they want to pretend that they are paid to the officers from the other county. So I don't intend even to punish anybody for contempt. I would want to apply grace and forgive those people who have defied the orders. And the other thing I want to tell you, how many traders are here from Keroka? How many traders are in court? How many revenue collectors are in court? You see, yes, you are one of the revenue collectors. Your name is? Bolukejas. From which county? From Kisii. You are the revenue officer. Can you just come forward and tell us what has been happening? And tell us whether you have really been getting the money that is being collected from the ground. Because if the problem escalates, I can even ask yes.
With your kind permission, perhaps since you are coming for the elections and we are yet to respond, my Lord, permit me to finish.
Yes.
Because you're dealing with that contempt application,
Yes.
and the gravity of the orders are dire.
Yes.
So that, and in light of the burdens and the right to a trial, my suggestion would be, my Lord, because now the issues my Lord is raising, these are factual issues that are in the very heart of the application.
Correct.
And the issues we wish to really respond to,
Yes.
my Lord, if given an opportunity, and that we were just served yesterday, and I also need to sit down with my clans so that we can get a way forward for this, my Lord. So that in the circumstances when I've had to pray, yes,
I've had it, yes. coming to defend a contempt application, okay? And I've just addressed you people and told you, my interest would not even to pursue the contempt proceedings. My main interest would be to have the traders at Keroka and their daily bread peacefully. Because at the end of the day, I'll either lock in or fight the two contemptors, for lack of a better word. But how will it help the people of Keroka? If I were to deal, I want to do justice that will help everyone, and particularly the people of Keroka who moved in this court and told me that they are not able to do business because they are having conflicts between where do we pay our revenue to, where do we get our services to. I've already said that the issue of service delivery has been resolved by the service agreement, which I would not want to interfere with. And if the people of the two counties, or any of them, or even a single resident of any of the two counties, feels that that service agreement of 2014 does not serve them, he can go to the intergovernment relations and have the matter mediated. But in the meantime, you see, you and me, His Excellency is getting a salary at the end of the month. I'm getting a salary at the end of the month. Mr. Oginga, you are getting some money, some fee from the litigants you represent here. Even when Keroka is on fire. But when Keroka is on fire, there is a Mama Mboga who will not be able in the evening to take anything to her children. What does she do? There is a man there whose work is to shine shoes, who will not be able to take his children to school. And this is one thing that we need to sort out. Even as we think of the contempt proceedings. Because supposing this contempt proceeding takes another 1 month before it is finalized, what happens to the people of Keroka? They continue to suffer. So we want to get a solution today and then give directions for the contempt application. Is that agreeable to you, Mr. Nyamira? I don't want to go to the merits of whatever is happening. And that's why I'm asking the revenue. Just come for the revenue officer from Kisii. What is happening there?
Thank you, my honor.
This speaker.
But the rules are here, so I don't want.
So you want him to speak for himself? Mr. Morara, can you tell your client to tell us what is happening? So that now Morara, tukubaliana sisi ni wazee. Siwe ni mzee.
Ndio.
Na mimi ni mzee. Na gavana ni mzee. Am I going it the wrong way?
My lord,
because we need to get a solution.
my lord, in the first place, counsel for His Excellency the Governor and the acting county secretary from decided decisions and the law. This court is functioned as official after the delivery of the judgment. As we stand before this court, jurisdiction is everything, which I have decided by the law and decided cases that, my lord, with due respect, you don't have jurisdiction.
Now, what application is before the court?
The application before the court is a contempt.
Is a court.
A contempt.
Do I have jurisdiction over that?
You don't have jurisdiction by the
Well,
fact that these are two parties who are being slipped into pleadings,
yes.
who are not initially in the pleadings, my lord. Governor Simba Paul Arati and Umbasa, who are not in the initial pleadings where you chased me out of the matter with my client, Christopher.
Mr. Marada, let's not do this. Let's not do this matter with some bit of
My Lord, I'm praying for directions.
Yes.
I'm well guided.
And those are the directions.
Those are directions.
Forget about what happened in the past. Because let me not say much. Because I was also wounded in a way as a visitor. But I want us to do this.
Yes, my Lord.
Mr. Morara, you are a resident of Kisii.
I am, my Lord.
Correct?
Yes, my
You are
Lord.
a resident of Kisii.
Yes, my Lord.
Are you happy when you go home at 7 p.m. you see people at Keroka, your cousins, your sisters and brothers, your mothers, your aunties, hurting one another with stones? Are you happy?
I'm not happy.
You are not. Now, in this code, can first of all deal with that issue. Would you be happy?
I could be happy, my Lord, and
No. Let's go slowly. You would be happy. Whether at the end of the day, I will say I have jurisdiction or I have no jurisdiction. Will you not be happy if the people of Keroka are doing business at peace? So let's sort out that issue first before we give directions on this.
My Lord, you can give it and be allowed
Yes.
to take up and give some my opinion. My Lord, what I can say is that you have indicated very clearly that you don't want to deal with the contempt proceedings as of now.
At the moment.
And you have indicated clearly that you want His Excellency of Nyamira and His Excellency of Kisii to have a cap somewhere.
Correct.
I think, my Lord, to that extent, I think it is good that you give directions on the application.
Yes.
To the extent that let's have some more days in that they talk, they come to you and they give you what they feel about the agreement which was there early enough, whether they will continue adopting the same. Bringing up these other issues, my Lord, it might ignite again some emotions which were not there from the first start. I will kindly urge you, if we can go the direction that let's give the governor some time in that they look at it, because if we start arguing the application, there are some irregularities which we don't want to point out or what. At the moment, we don't want to point it out. Let's just leave it for another day. But as of now, kindly, your direction are very clear, and I think that is very good, my Lord.
But Mr. Isaac, I'm going.
Thank you.
You understand going?
I'm sorry, my Lord. Say that I've not appeared before you for some time, but I know I'm the first one who appeared before you when you came to this station.
Yes, Mr.
I'm also standing here guided by the directions of the court, and Sir conferred with the petitioner. He is also agreeing that he is ready to support the two governors to have a cup of tea so that we resolve the issue of Keroka. Secondly, Your Lordship, it is good that you have kept emphasizing and I implore this court to emphasize that we have the service agreement and we have the issue of revenue collection. And Your Lordship, as you are going to give directions, kindly maybe I've seen conflicting information, especially there is an application which is not before this court, and I don't want to go into it, that the judgment from this court gave, and I think even from the response of the preliminary objection from Kisii County, that there is some ambiguity in the judgment that you issued concerning the issue of service delivery and concerning the issue of revenue collection. And I am urging this court, Your Lordship, to make it clear that there was a boundary that was ascertained.
I think you wish to start my thing.
Yes, Mr.
Because he's speaking into the application.
Yes, let's not get into other. I think for the time being, I'll take the wisdom of Mr. Morara and Mr. Undai. And Your Excellency, before I give the elections, I I can't force you. Is it possible for you to sit down with your doctor and see how you could restore sanity?
It's possible, Your Lordship. It's possible.
You see now you're in Nyamira, nobody has touched.
Your Lordship.
I'm sure your colleague here stays in Kisii.
All these people.
Because Mr. Morana, don't get offended with me going into some because at the end of the day, we are interested in sanity at Keroka. Okay? And that's why I told you, let's now look at the matter as Kenyan citizens. And see, those of us, many people in Nyamira, when they are going to Kisii, they say they are going to town. And Your Excellency, you agree with me. The brains that are in Nyamira County, we are some of the greatest brains in this country, from this county. I don't want to, the immediate former Chief Justice comes from this county. Judge Bosire comes from this country. Judge Onyanja comes from the Bonongas all come from this, and several other people come from this place. Kisii the same. And I said when I was delivering this judgment, and I repeat it, that the Kisii community is a very united community, very, very united. And maybe this is one of the few instances where they have fought one another. They shoot it. So, as I give direction, Your Excellency, I want you to sit down with your colleague and get even some small team of experts from your county. Sit down. Go and address the people at the local to tell them, fanyeni biashara. Vile mlikuwa mkifanya, na kila mtu, you allow everybody to correct where they are supposed to. Should anybody appeal and succeed on appeal against the judgment appeal, fine, the situation may change. But you are there, the experts came and marked the boundaries. And Mr. Oginga asked for a stay of execution of those orders. I told him, if I stay those orders, then it will mean that nobody knows where the boundary is. So let's have them. Even if my orders will be upset by the Court of Appeal, for the time being, let's observe those boundaries, and we allow our people to do this. If we do not allow them to do business and take bread at home, then they'll come to you begging, which is not in our Kisii customs. That's not something that we gave. It's not something that is commendable. We tell people go and work hard. If you don't work, you don't work. So can we then I give direction? In fact, Mr. Morana, you very honest. If this thing works, you do not even need to hear the application or the preliminary objections. Because at the end of the day, what you and me want is when we watch our TVs in the evening, we do not see any ugly scene at Keroka. I don't want phone calls. Oh, you are the judge of Nyamira, what is this that is happening at Keroka? You also get calls of that from all people from all walks. We want Nyamira and Kisii to be leading example that people can do business quietly, discipline, revenue can be collected without any stone throwing. I don't know why you people adopted this idea of a stone throwing. It is not in the Kisii culture. I'm not saying no. So can we agree that you file your papers, as well as you file your papers, but in the meantime, yes, you can have a seat. In the meantime, the two governors will sit and agree. If I not anything to agree, because the judgment is there, just tell your people to adhere to the judgment, because once a judgment has been made, takes force immediately, unless and until it has been overturned by a higher court. So for the time being, the judgment I give is the status quo. Let's observe it. Let's observe it. And at the end of the day, we shall get the blessings of these people, and we shall get their votes. That I can assure you. Is that agreeable to all council?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
How much time do you require, Mr. Your Excellency, to meet your colleague? Of course, after this,
We have met him today. His office has talked again. We give ourselves 2-3 weeks. I'm sure that we can be able to.
you go and agree. You know, at times you brave enough for the sake of better solution to the whole issue. So I'd rather you meet in a neutral place where even the Moralas are not even aware. The Moralas are
My lord, I own a property in Keroka, so it's me who's really hard. Yes, without
and when the stones are being thrown at each other, you suffer.
I suffer more.
So you'll be happy when the two meet.
Yes.
And agree.
Yes.
Even without technicalities. So you need 42 weeks. But today, tutaenda kwa na naomba mashabiki wetu tafadhali, our voters, tusiwafuate. Hawa ni waheshimiwa, kwa tunaona wafuasi wa mheshimiwa Arati wakionekana pale wanaenda hivi wanaiba nyimbo ama hata kama hata kuonekana huko nao wale watafikiria ni vita. So tukae tu wengine mbali, hata mkubwa aende aone mkubwa wake, wakunywe chai.
One request that whatever the orders that what we were given last time, the judgment that the police enforce that what we do as the two governors looked and the police enforce the order for taking the honor in the last and the execution in the town, and actually police officers from the neighboring police stations they almost shot at each other. So the people that
Police officers?
Yes.
Accidentally or
intentionally? But maybe give us guidance, maybe you can either direct the police commander for Nyamira or the police commander for Kisii to enforce the orders as they are in the judgment.
My lord, with the,
that's even more serious.
that is one.
Mr. Olika. Let's not, we are not going into the application. But let me ask you something, Mr. Olika. If you don't address that issue, and the two commanders go shoot one another after shooting everybody else. And apparently a book called the Family Report.
Yes,
That
madam.
if you kill your followers, then you should do. So, what are all yes?
Yes, my lord, permit me to say this. Now, what the petitioner is simply saying is alluding to those are within the purview of the criminal justice system and all. So that my fear is, my lord, even as you give directions, that there is one prayer they are seeking for enforcement. That is in the application. It is a substantive application, which are issues we need to also respond to. So that my clients will be greatly prejudiced if the court is to give directions and at the same time the petitioner moves well on the feet. Because now this is new information they're raising. So we are being subjected to trial by ambushment.
Okay, on that.
So that in all fairness,
on that,
yes, my lord.
you know the stone throwers. The stone throwers will be coming from both sides. Okay, so even when we are talking about some people who are who are not following it. We are not saying they are either from Nyamira or from Kisii. But I also had that we need the two commanders, county police county, to sit down and see how to enforce these orders and to ensure that they are identified. Because what I want us to do is to get the status quo on the ground.
Can I say something else?
Yes, Mr. Person.
I really want to address the question of the
I'm going against the issue of procedure so that we can get a solution.
Yes, Your Lordship. And you being the habitat, the new person, I want to request that you should not get information from one side. And I believe that information, Your Lordship, to be the gospel truth on the ground. Second allegation by the petitioner that there was almost an extent of fire. That is a very serious allegation, which Your Lordship, you cannot just take it for the back and make a decision on yourself.
You realize I did not even.
Yes, we just deliberating. But at the same time, Your Lordship, we know very well that when we are giving it tidbits on the information from the ground, we are trying to tilt your mind, make some kind of decision towards one party. I will request Your Lordship that there was Ms. Sondari, is a senior advocate. Yes, he's here. He's a respected advocate. He gave us a neutral position that let's try and do an ADR on the issue of the decisions you made in Kerala. I will have requested that the court, you just leave it there. I can also stand and say there were people, even on the issue of umbrellas, Your Lordship. You know, the court addressed it, but we didn't want to say something about it.
No, did you hear what I said?
Yes, but Your Lordship, you know, I didn't want to say that it may have been picked from some other place because it's an issue they're complaining about in this application.
Yes.
But you know, umbrellas and the same thing you say, even His Excellency can even give the people Muranga. We didn't want to complain about it. But these are issues we want to address so that
you think that would influence
yes, we don't want
my mind on the application?
Yes, we don't want Your Lordship to just get a position that maybe you are getting information from or the petitioner or from. Kindly, let's from where you were heading, that let the two excellencies meet and come up with some kind of ADR. These are the same people in Nyamira, in Keroka right away. I am very sure, and I can tell you, there is calm, given that there is a status quo of some sorts, which is still on the ground.
At the moment.
Yes, and it was done by the both commanders of the Kisii and the Nyamira. They did some kind of sort of calm, and things are working. So let's maintain there. Let's not poison your mind so that you can now just try to make and call other parties. At the end of the day, we will not reach a solution. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pasota. How much time, Your Excellency, you are telling us how much time? 2 3
Yes, Your Lordship, maybe 21 days.
Yes. So order has been restored. So they'll be meeting for purposes of maintaining, not restored.
Yes.
You can have a seat. Your Excellency, I hope you did not take offense when I talked about the umbrellas.
Your Lordship, when I was coming, I've seen umbrellas here in town,
It is.
in the Nyamira town.
Yes.
People, again, the people of Nyamira and Kisii, they are one people. It's only the size.
Your umbrellas.
My umbrellas,
Your
yes.
umbrellas.
My umbrellas, I've seen them, even blasters. Therefore, these are one people.
I've always done so. Mr. Morada, did you take offense when I talked about the issue of umbrellas?
I don't take offense.
You did not.
I do not.
Yes, you remember I said that, like that, even if His Excellency supplies the umbrellas, the people of Morada, or Nakuru or wherever, it does no harm. And nobody should take that to be presented. So, Mr. Bosota,
I was just trying to mind the code. It's from the other side.
From wherever.
Somebody
And you see
complaining.
what His Excellency is saying.
Yes,
that he saw some of those umbrellas here.
Yeah, he's quite loud around the nation. So you can even find them, some of them outside the nation.
Do you know most of my staff here
Yes.
stay in Kisii and they work here.
Yes.
You get it? So even some of them could be having the ambulance.
Yes,
Even
I
the
am very sure. I am very sure they're going to be around. So they are not a political.
I think the only one who is not a beneficiary. So I don't want that to be blown out of proportion, Mr. Murada. Mr. Ponise. Yes. Because I say, to me, it's not an issue. You see, even when it's not an issue. You can, because you are helping those people to have a shade over their heads as they do business. So nobody should take it as if it's meant to go against their orders. And that's why I asked whether we have any traders from Keroka, because those traders at Keroka, you could even be getting wrong information. That tumetuma na gavana wetu. Na sisi tumetuma na gavana wetu. Hapana. Unless muone gavana ako hapo anawaambia piganeni. Unless gavana mwenyewe amekuja hapo. Mtu asiseme alitumwa na gavana. Hiyo isiyo hivyo. Ati tumetumwa na gavana. Hapana. And that's why, anyway, let me not be let me not be but was it me? I'm talking to you, senior council. Sober up your people. Also, sit down with your leaders. Agree. You see, you agree on the best way to help the people of Keroka. Keroka is a very, very pivotal trading center of the Abagusi community. Very, very important. So let's not have chaos here. And let's not have a situation where the national government will have to intervene. I told you if I had the powers, I'd remove the boundary and merge the two counties. But some people lose their jobs. And that's not the best. I'm forced to say you are lucky as a community. You have two counties, whereas there are some communities which do not have a county at all. So, to maintain that and to be grateful for that, let's remain united as we always do. I love the Kisii people, and one of the things I love about them is their unity. And I would not want to get in the middle of you people. Itaachwa katika kwa kwetu tunasema ukiwaingilia watu ambao wanapendana itaachwa hapo katikati. Sitaki kuachwa hapo katikati. Nataka nikienda Kisii na kunywa chai bila kuogopa mtu yeyote. Nikiwa Nyamira naenda mahali na kunywa chai bila kuogopa mtu yeyote. And that's the way all of us should work. Akina Nyambane wanaishi Kisii na wanafanya kazi. So this is my order. The top orders that the two governors of Kisii and Nyamira respectively need to discuss how to maintain, not to restore because they are to maintain order and rule of law at Keroka town. In the meantime, also, the two county commanders to also meet and agree on a formula to be applied to offer security to the traders at Keroka town. The respective revenue collectors to also continue collecting revenue on their respective jurisdiction. Is that agreeable to all of you? I can see the people of Nyamira nodding. Can I hear from the people of Kisii? No, not allow you to. Mr. Morana, is that agreeable? That the revenue collectors continue collecting revenue in their respective jurisdictions? Yes. And then the two commanders meet and agree on how to take. If they agree that they'll be sending their troops at 6, and then at around 10, when there is camp or everybody has settled, they go back. If that's what they will agree. If there will also be need for them to be patrolling around during the day. But what I know is that the people of the Abagusi community can work peacefully even without supervision. That bit I know. I've lived in Nyamira, in Kisii land, long enough to study and understand the Abagusi community. And I know they are very, very hard. And when they need to do something, they do it. Then the other thing is that the two governors meet within the next 21 days. Then the other thing is that the respondents who have not responded to the application dated that March 2024 to do so within the next 21 days also?
I think that one will be sufficient.
21.
Yes.
So let's mention
Yes, we should mention to know whether they have reached any settlement.
yes.
Then if not, then we see on how to proceed.
Exactly. So we take a mention date within the next after 21
After
days.
21 days.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm ready, Mr. Ngwenyi. I'm ready even to take a whole day today over this matter. Because I told you one life in Keroka, or one business in Keroka is very, very important to all of us. Give me my date after 21 days.
30th of April.
Is that 30th of April agreeable to you, ladies and gentlemen?
That's convenient on our side.
That is of April. We can't get an earlier date. Why don't we get it on? No. Yes, 9th or 10th.
Let's take the 10th of April.
No, we can try the following. We can have a hearing
Yes.
on 10.
16th or 17th.
6. We are proposing 23rd. Yes.
I think there is something that
What is the